Good evening and welcome to another live stream from a home in Italy in a very hot and a very stunning Abruzzo. How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope we've got people watching tonight because I made a little bit of an error. I don't know if anybody noticed. I know it's unusual. I don't often make errors, but I completely forgot to when we organize these live streams, we then put the adverts onto YouTube and Facebook, and then it reminds people to come and watch it and things like that. And I did that about an hour ago. So hopefully, which at the moment nobody seems to be writing, write something in the chat box, everybody, so I know that I'm not just talking to myself. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully Tony can see more than me because I can't see anything on here as to whether anybody's watching. But right away on the chat box, let us know that you are watching us live, which I'm sure there's going to be some people, but there you go. If there isn't, then we'll just talk to each other and that's it. You know, there's nothing we can do, is there? Anyway, hope everybody is doing extremely well. Tonight's show is everybody's favorite, so I do hope we get a lot of people coming in. Everybody's favorite, it is Meet the Home Buyers, and we've got a great one tonight. And they're actually going to be streaming live from their amazing rooftop terrace here in Abruzzo, very close to me. In fact, literally a few kilometers away from me. So yeah, this is going to be a great one tonight, I'm sure. So we've got Meet the Home Buyers, which is everybody's favorite. We've also got, what else have we got? Tony the producer's already putting up. I bet that's Troy, isn't it? I can't see. I'm sure it will be Troy. I must make sure. Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it's Kenneth. Another one I've got to watch out for. I'll be banning them. There's got to be a way of banning people from these live streams. I'm sure there will be. Anyway, this evening we have got stunning photo of the week. We've also got really bad cheering. We've also got, what else have we got? We've got Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials. We're going to change these cheers. It really is terrible. Oh, another thing. I'm in a bit of a mood tonight, actually. In fact, let me bring Tony's producer on. I'm in a bit of a mood because I think he's Tone.
Yep.
Good evening. I want to blame you for something because last week. Now there is a story behind the hat, and it's not what you're thinking, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's a red hat, but it's not what you're thinking. Tony's not going political on us. This is to do. We'll find out later. You weren't supposed to put that on later.
I know, but
when I said when I'll mention something and then you do it. You know what I mean? You spoiled it now. Anyway, can you remember last week when I said I wanted to have a new thing going off? What did I call it? Can you remember what I called it?
Something joke thing, wasn't it?
Something joke thing. There it is. Look, it was fun time in the sunshine, and I asked people to send some jokes in because I want to try and cheer people up because things are a bit miserable on the news at the moment, and it's summertime. Do you know how many jokes that got sent in over the last week? Have a guess.
No.
None.
2.
Not even what? 0.
That's a funny joke you said. That's funnier than last week's joke.
Absolutely 0. And I blame you 100% for this.
Oh, why? What?
Let's get rid of him. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to try and kick that off. I do want some really bad jokes sending in, and which is just for a little bit of fun. And I've actually come up with an idea as well before we break up for the Easter holidays of a little bit of something. I do want to introduce my family onto here because our daughter already works, does some things in the business. Our son is almost finishing school now, and he is doing his exams next week. So it's a big time for him. But he's going to be hopefully joining the business as well at some point. So I do want to introduce them. So I've got a little bit of something where we're definitely going to have a bit of fun before August. But there you go. Fun time in the sunshine. Send me some jokes. I want to get this off the ground. Gonna have a little bit of fun in life. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's move on. And another thing I've not received, I haven't received any of Pacentro Pete's paparazzi pics. If anybody's in Pacentro, knocking around Pacentro in Abruzzo, then please hunt Pacentro Pete down and have your photograph taken of him. We've only had one up to now. There's only one person that has found the infamous Pacentro Pete. So be on the look for him. On the lookout for him. Let's move on to what shall we do? What shall we do? I have got a few notices actually. The tours. We have the last one. Oh no, we've had the last one, haven't we? I'm losing my mind. I think I've got sunstroke. The tours are now finished up until September. So September, Troy, stop picking on Tony. Will you stop putting things on by Troy? Just get rid of it. Did you hear about the what's that? Did you hear about the anti-gravity book? We didn't, Lisa. Apparently you can't. You see, that's what I like. Tony, you're laughing.
I thought that was quite funny.
That's exact, Lisa. Brilliant. Thank you so much. That is what we want, folks. Things like this. Send it on an email. Send it to info@homeinitaly.com, and I will make sure that we read them out. Brilliant, Lisa. Thank you so much for saving the evening, as far as I'm concerned. I'm completely lost now where I was. That was pretty good. That I like that. I definitely like that. Oh yes, the tour date, September. Tony, if I can just take the screen for a second. Tour dates for September the 25th and 26th, October 23rd, 24th, November 6th and 7th. Now, the last check on September, it is really, I would say, I think we've got about maybe 10 spaces left, 10 or 11 spaces on that one. So September is booking up. If you're interested in coming on a tour, please make sure you do. Visit HOMEINITALY.com. And then click on tours and find out all about it there. They're absolutely, it's just a brilliant way of getting to know the area, seeing some of these amazing places, and also seeing a load of properties at the same time as well. So make sure you join us on that. The other thing that I want you to join as well, if you're ready, is our Patreon page, because Patreon is becoming absolutely fantastic at the moment. We've got some great members on there. The great thing is, I'm going to just quickly share a screen with you. This is where, hold on a second. How do I do this now? I've completely forgot. Here we go. Right, here we go. So this is the Patreon page. This is the kind of thing that you'll see. You will get first access to Saturday's property videos. So you get early access, you get that on a Thursday. Then today, our Patreons have seen this amazing place in Popoli, that this is an agent video. So it's an agent video, as in one of our agents, that they send the videos to us. We put this on Patreon because these are the videos that I look at to see which ones I'm going to use for the channel and all that kind of thing. So you get access to all this. You get lots of, there's early access to Saturday's property video. This is last Saturday's. There's also when I find it, there's a community. And in there we have different sections, introductions and about you, general chat, Q&A sessions. We have all that kind of thing going off. So it really is definitely worth joining the community if you are really interested in buying a property over here in Italy. You get early access to everything. You get access to videos that usually only I see. These are videos that, as I mentioned before, the agents I will send our agents out to find certain properties in areas maybe where I haven't got the chance to go. They will send me the videos, and then I choose the properties that I think are worth publishing. Some of them make it to the Saturday videos, and some of them just make it onto Patreon. And the reason for that, not because they're bad properties, they're fantastic properties, but we just literally can't film more than one a week on the for the main part of the channel, if you like. So Patreon is a great way to see all this exclusive content. And we are going to be slightly changing the YouTube channel as well, in the sense of every Saturday we're going to still publish the video, but once all of these agent properties have been on Patreon and been on there for a couple of weeks for people to digest it and see everything, we are going to start publishing some of those as well throughout on one weekday, probably a Wednesday. I think we're going to be doing. We're going to give it a test run in July, where you will have the usual Saturday property videos, and then on a Wednesday we will publish an agent's video. But the place to see them exclusively and the place to see them before everybody else is on Patreon. There is a cost to Patreon. It is currently 14 euros per month. To join that. We do that just purely for running cost. By the time Patreon have taken their chunk and the Italian government have taken their big chunk. We don't do it for the money on that. It's for running costs and to keep that going. But it's a fantastic way. Again, people say to me, where are all your listings? Why haven't you got any listings? They are on the website. If you click on properties, it takes you to available listings on our YouTube channel. But as I keep telling people, we're not agents. We handpick these properties, and the best place to see that is on Patreon. So that's that. What else have I got to say, Tony? Can't remember completely. I don't know what's happening to my screen anyway. Yes, the other thing that I would want to tell you about as well, just remember the Wednesday things is staying exactly the same. Some people have sent messages, why weren't you on last Tuesday, and things like that. I will keep saying it for another month until it sinks into everybody's brains that we are doing Wednesday evenings, not Tuesdays. When it's going to be every Wednesday at 7 p.m. from now on in. Tony's pointing to something. Can you please bring experts who would shed light on taxes in Italy for elderly and not elderly? Thank you so much. Yes, Chris, we are. I do have an accountant. He's a fantastic. He's the busiest person on earth, but he has promised me that he's going to come in and is going to do a live stream with us. So he's called Gianluigi. He's a great accountant. His English is perfect. So if any of you do want his information, you can contact me on info@homeinitaly.com and I will put you in touch with him. But I have asked him to come and do a live, so he's going to be doing that really soon as well. Okay, let's do stunning photo of the week before we bring our guests on, because I feel like I'm talking too much again. Am I talking a bit too much, Tone?
It's normal. You never stop, do you?
It's true. I can't help it. Anyway, stunning photo of the week. Let's quickly get. There's actually 3. These were sent in by Dino and Adario. I think that's how. And I met them on the last tour, and I can't remember how to pronounce Adario's name. So I hope I have done that right. And a quick hello as well to Linda. Linda and surname beginning with an R. Great people that bought a place in Pacentro. That actually sent me a stunning photo of the week of you, Tone. That's why I didn't put it on. Because it's a stunning photo of you, yeah.
It's, no,
you can't see you properly, which is why it's all right. I'm probably going to put it. I might put it on next week because you don't really see you; you just see the back of your head. But yeah, big shout out
on you then.
Big shout out to Linda. I'll put that on next week. So Dino and Adario's photographs, here they are. Look at these. This is taken from the castle in Casoli. What an amazing shot. Absolutely fantastic. And in the background, I don't know if anybody can see my, probably can't. Let me have a look. Hold on. Let me move back. So this here in the background, this is Palombaro. And then we have Faro San Martino, which is around about here. Piedimonte, which is around about here. But this is taken from the castle in Casoli. So absolutely fantastic. The next one, again, from the same couple, Dino and Adario. This is the center of Sulmona. Another great shot from Piazza Garibaldi. And then the best shot out of all of them is this one. Here we are. This is the end of the tour. Well, the end of the first day of the tour. Me and Domenico. Domenico's looking a little bit miserable there, isn't he? I don't know what's going off with him. Me and Domenico at the bottom of the steps of an amazing palazzo that we saw at the last the first day of the tour. So thank you so much, Dino and Dario, for sending those through. Really appreciate it. Absolutely great photos. What else have I got now? Oh yes, I forgot. It's that time. It is that time. It is that time. Let me, Tony, can you put it on? See, he's taken over. It's just, I don't know what he's doing here. It's not stunning photo of the week. We've done that. It's that. That's the one. Well done, Tone. You're doing very well this evening.
It's been hot.
Are you ready? For anybody that is joining us for the first time, then this is Domenico and Tony's tongue-twisting trials, where Tony is going to speak in his best Italian. This is a quote from a famous film, and I listened to the audience of last week. That's all I'm going to say. I listened to the audience of last week, and that's as much I'm going to tell you.
What does that mean to me, though?
Well, it means nothing to you, but I'm going to send you this now. Tony's going to say it in his best Italian, a quote from a famous film, and then later in the program, Domenico is going to come on and say the same thing in his best English, and at that point, you can guess the name of the film. Are you ready, Tone?
Wait a minute. I've got to find it first.
It's got to be, you know, it's supposed to be flowing. It's supposed to be flowing. And Dennis and Vivian, who are going to be live on tonight. If you can hear me, guys, you can turn your camera on now because you'll be coming on shortly anyway.
I bet Domenico's is about 5 words long, isn't it? I've got about 120.
Are you ready? Right, you've got to say this in the style of somebody that's sort of not upset, a little bit upset, almost like you're missing somebody that means a lot to you, that kind of thing. Are you ready?
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll have to be, won't I?
Come on, then. Take your hat off as well, because it has to be. It has to be more. You've got to be more. You look a little bit upset as well. A bit more upset. A little bit more. A little bit.
If I take my glasses off, I won't be able to see.
Come on, go for it. Go.
Io ho paura di tutto, di quello che sono, di quello che faccio, di quello che dico, e soprattutto ho paura che se me ne vado da questa stanza non proverò mai più quello che sto provando adesso che sono qui con te.
Not bad, Tony. Not bad. There's just work on the word that begins with P, because that's not how you say it, and that's an important word.
Oh, right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Not bad. I'll give you a 3 out of 10 for that one. See you later. What was that? What was that little dance? Okay, so that's it. That's enough of Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trial. Domenico will be on a little bit later. It's time to bring our couple out, who are sat on an amazing roof terrace in the middle of a town which everybody should recognize because of the mountains in the background. Here they are. Good evening.
Buonasera a tutti.
How are you guys? You got to say that you've only been in Italy for a short amount of time. You just both look. You just look Italian now. That's it.
We're definitely getting into the vibe.
So Dennis and Viv, thank you so much for joining us. You've been on once before, haven't you? And I think it was at the start of it was just after the tour, because you came on a tour, didn't you?
Yes, last November.
Last November, yep.
Is that what it was? Time's flying. Time is going so quickly. So people are probably going to guess where you are, but tell us where you're from originally, and tell us how and why the Italy thing came about. So I'll pass it over to you before you tell us where you are now.
Right. Well, we're Dennis and Vivian Larson, and we're originally from the small little tropical island of Guam, a territory of the United States in the West Pacific. We were there nearly 50 years, and I promised Viv by the time we were 60, now you know how old we are, that we would retire. So a couple years ago, Vivian started watching videos from this guy in Palambaro named Dave Benton with a little thing called A Home in Italy. And we became very interested. We watched hundreds of your videos. And then we signed up for the tour last November. Of course, we've been coming to Italy for more than a decade already, and we love the country. So we knew that we wanted this to be our base of operations for living in Europe. And of course, after seeing your videos about Abruzzo, and then finally coming here in November, we absolutely fell in love with the region. But,
so you've never been to? So you've been coming to Abruzzo for 10 years? Sorry, to Italy for 10 years. You'd never been to Abruzzo before, then, no?
No, that was our first time when we did the tour.
Brilliant. So Viv, can you remember the first video that you saw?
Oh gosh, I can't remember exactly which video it was, but I just liked the format that you had, talking about the village, and that you would show the views, and I liked that you had the question and answer videos. So it really got me into learning more about the region, learning more about the process of buying a home here. It was very informative, which was helpful to me.
Brilliant. So I know you guys.
My favorite was the Secret Garden House, and we actually saw that last night from Carmen and Nicole's place.
Oh yeah, right. The secret guy. Oh yeah, the one in Faro San Martino. Wait, oops, I've just told everybody where you are, but there you go. Just spoiled that. So yeah, that's really close to them, isn't it? So it's great that you've got to know people already. So when you booked to come on the tour, because I mean it's a long way for you to come. I remember when you guys. How long did it take you to get from? Because Guam, if nobody knows, Guam is really in the middle of. I mean, it's closer to China, isn't it, than it is to the US?
Yeah, actually, Guam is like in the West Pacific, about 3 hours east of the Philippines and about 7 hours west of Hawaii. So the total travel time to get to Rome, Fiumicino, is probably about 2 days. But generally, we would overnight in the Philippines just to break up the monotony of the long flights and so forth. So yeah, about 2 days to get here.
So it took a while. So Viv, so you obviously it was something that you thought we're definitely going to do this. When you came on the tour, obviously we had the couple of days together, and I know we spoke to you after the tour. You gave your opinions on it. It wasn't as smooth as possibly would have liked it to be at the beginning. You two were absolutely amazing. In fact, I think I did more crying than you guys. I didn't want to tell you what happened, but do you want to explain to everybody what actually happened at the very beginning?
Well, we came on the tour. Yeah, we came on the tour, and the second day, last day of the tour, we actually found a place right up here on San Pietro. It was a 3-level home. We thought it was absolutely beautiful. We were just enamored by the views and by Faro San Martino and the mountains and all. And then, of course, for whatever reason, the couple decided not to sell the home. We had actually made a deposit on that, and then so basically that fell through. And of course, you took it from there, Dave, and you hit a home run with this one because this place ended up far beyond and better than the original place. Mm-hmm. So we're very firm believers that things happen for a reason. And good things come to those who wait.
I remember the phone call, because obviously we already had a relationship from the tour. I'd met you, which is unlike sort of most sales, if you want to say that, where I don't meet people, but I'd met you from the tour, and I knew you stayed on for a while after the tour as well, didn't you? Because you wanted to get as much done as possible. Yeah, and I remember you, and you, both of you were fantastic. The way you took it, I didn't know what to say to you. I was just absolutely gutted, but luckily I mean the deposit didn't go to them, just to the owners, just in case anybody is wondering. It was, you paid a deposit to us to start our services off, and I remember can't remember if I chickened out and sent you a message before my phone call, but I just remember, I probably did, but I just remember you coming back, and it was all sort of peace and love, and don't worry about it, and is that how you I mean, you must have been really upset at the time, but did you just take it as that it's going to happen?
Yes. I mean, Dennis, he came in and told me, and I was like, "You're joking," and he said, "No, I'm not joking." And I said, "Well, that wasn't the place then."
That wasn't the place that was intended for us.
Yeah.
In hindsight, that was a one bathroom place, which was on the ground floor, and the bedroom was up on the third floor. Yep. So I can't tell you, Dave, how happy I am now. I stumble out of bed. I walk about 6 feet to the toilet, which is on the same level as the bedroom. As a matter of fact, this place has 2 beautiful places. Well, one beautiful bathroom that's functional, and the other one will be fixing up as the guest house. So in the end, we got a beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bath, spacious, awesome view.
And you got your amazing roof terrace as well, didn't you? I mean, the views, people are not getting obviously they can see it, they can see the mountains behind. The lighting's a bit strange at the minute. We spoke about that earlier because of the position of the sun at the minute. But I mean, that roof terrace is huge, isn't it? That you sat on now.
Very big.
Yep, it's giant. We just put the carpet up here, the green grass yesterday. Right. I'm loving it because I'm not going to have to mow it. no mower, no weed whacker. And I have to also add that Francesco, the gentleman that we bought the home from, him and his family have just been amazing. They've taken us under their wing. We're like family already. They're just beautiful people. He came over the first day with a couple of beers. We walked through the place. We went over everything, every question that I had. He showed me everything. And yeah, so he's great. And come to find out that he's also a geometer. So
yeah, right. Okay, even better.
He can help us with the design and fixing up the second guest house / bathroom down there.
Excellent, excellent. So when things went wrong with the first property, I don't think it was very long, was it? Before, because I said to you that we'll make it a mission to because of what happened, and I don't think it was too long, was it? After, was it about a week after or 10, something like that?
I don't even think it was that long. I think it was 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And you sent us the video of this place. You hadn't even posted the video yet.
A couple videos.
Yeah. And of course, I know that you felt terrible and that you were trying to accommodate us as quick as possible. But yeah, we can't reiterate again how much for the patron page, how important it is that you get, first viewing of these properties and first shot at them. So that's I think a great added bonus of your program. Yeah.
And it is tough because you want to try and help. The only fair way of doing it is the way we do it and put people in order. And it is tough because you want everybody that's watching to be in a place and all that. It's just unfortunately life doesn't always work like that. But luckily it's people that are ready now seem to be getting into places. So that's fantastic. So when I sent the video to I think there was 2 properties, wasn't there? I'd just literally been to see them. Did a quick video on my phone and said, was it a thing of, well, we're committed to this, so it's almost second best to the other one? Or, I mean, I remember your reaction, but were you, that's it? No, that's perfect.
I mean, the fact that it was single level, I didn't think was possible. The living area was all one level, and that was very appealing to us.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, we're still spring chickens now, but as we get older, I can see the benefit of not having all of those flights of stairs.
Definitely.
And not having to use a Home Depot bucket to pee in at night.
I'm not going to be walking under your roof terrace.
No, back to the days of the plague, right? Just dump it over the balcony.
Right.
I was working it all out of my head. I was thinking PVC pipe down the balcony somewhere too.
You know something, Dennis? I knew I could count on you to lower the tone of this interview with no problem whatsoever. So I do want to show people, obviously, a couple of photographs of your house, which I'm going to do. I mean, the location of it is, I mean, luckily you can drive to the place because you are almost stuck to the rock side behind you, aren't you? If looking sort of, I will show some photos so people, I mean, I absolutely love this first photo. Let me, and you're not in it, Dennis, strangely enough, but it is really, this is a brilliant photo. I absolutely love this one. So this was, I presume, was the first day that you came. I think we were out of the area when you first came in, but is this the first day you were here?
This was June 2nd, and ironically, it was our 41st wedding anniversary on June 2nd, that day that I was able to carry Vivian across the threshold of her new home. Okay, I'm fibbing. We walked across it.
I think it's an absolute brilliant photograph. I really do. And then you managed to ruin it a little bit with. I'm joking. So this straight away you got. Did you have that Larson sign? Did you have that done in the US or did you get it done here?
Okay, so actually, interesting story. We packed up everything. Our home of 35 years in Guam. We had a massive yard sale and garage sale for about 6 months leading up to our departure. We reduced everything in our home to 3 shipping crates, and then we put it on a container ship, which arrives here June 20th, so a few days from now. So we had 3 months to wait. while our container was in transit with our household goods, and we did not want to burn up our visa time.
Yeah.
So we started on at first we went to Bali for a month, and that's where we had that sign made. The guy hand carved it for us in Bali. And then we did a 30-day cruise from Australia to Seattle, stayed with my little brother Chris in Seattle for 3 weeks. And then we flew to New York, and then we got on the Queen Mary 2 and did a transatlantic crossing because we had nothing but time on our hands. And actually the cruise, the 1-week cruise, was cheaper than airfare to fly across. And then we spent one night in Rome near the airport and rented a car, and then came here on June 1st.
I mean, I was watching about your travels on Facebook. It was making me tired just looking at your Facebook page. It was just absolute. But that must have been a great adventure for you. It must have been, knowing that you're changing your life and everything. I know at the minute you've not got the visa sorted out yet. Are you doing the Schengen shuffle? Is that the idea?
Yes, for the next 18 months. Once we're eligible for our Social Security benefits, which will be in 18 months, then we'll be able to, do our residency visa. We want to make absolutely sure that all of our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed before we try to do the residency visa. Yeah. So until then, we're happy with the shuffle. We love to travel. The motorcycle is coming with the household goods, and we're already on the track to get Vivian a new one here. So we'll start to ride the bikes around Europe, and we have many plans to get in and out of the Schengen. I think the first one is maybe we got to go to a wedding in Hawaii in August, and then we plan to do a longboat in England for a month in the canals. Yeah, so we're planning the adventures. So yeah, part of the magic, I think, for us in the beginning is traveling, hoping eventually we'll have the visa, the long-term visa worked out, and we won't have to leave. I know it's going to break my heart in August when I have to leave this place.
Yeah, yeah. But the main thing is you're at the start of your new life, aren't you? So, a bit of traveling for 18 months, it sounds terrible, doesn't it? To travel around the world and enjoy yourself for 18 months while the rest of us are here working and, all the rest of it. But it's fine. It's fine. But no, it's, I can imagine it being hard to leave. But
August is coming for you.
I know, yes, and I can't wait as well. Can't wait.
I'm still in shock that that I can turn on the water faucet in Guam. We couldn't drink the tap water because of the calcium content. So we would spend a lot of money monthly on drinking water. And here I can turn on the faucet, and it's the beautiful water from the Verde River here.
It's the best water.
It's best water in Italy. Helps make the best pasta here in the pasta factory, the pasta capital of Italy.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's brilliant. And talking about the water, that was a bit of a stress for us because you were on all your cruises. Obviously, there was no way of getting hold of you. And I think then when Silvana was sending things through for you to sign, and obviously you're on cruises and everything, so you had to have a few days without water, didn't you? That must have been. You actually sent me a funny text when you said, I think you said that the water guy's coming, something like that, and you're looking forward to having your first shower, which
yeah, I think Francesco and the family were kind of laughing at us because right out here in the parking lot there's one of the fountains, and I was basically showering out there, well, of course with a pair of shorts on, and then we were filling up containers for flushing the toilets and washing the dishes and so forth. But it was camping, but trust me, we weren't suffering at all.
Brilliant, as usual, full of good spirits, which is the great thing about both of you. So carrying on the photograph. So this is the house. Obviously, you're sat on the roof terrace at the top of this photograph. We're only seeing sort of part of it there, aren't we? Because your house sort of goes to the left of this photograph, doesn't it, as well?
Yep, the single level goes all the way across to the left, and this place is magical. You walk up via Terra Vecchia, which is the steps right up above here I'm looking at, and then it goes straight through to the church from 1040, and then into the square. And the location is just amazing. We feel like we're just in the most historical place. It's magic. I'm still pinching myself, Dave.
So good to hear. So good to hear. So yeah, behind your house, looking at this photograph now, the railings at the back of the house, that as you say, that goes up to Terra Vecchia, which basically means old lands, and that's the original historical center of Faro San Martino. So as you say, you've got an amazing location, but you can also drive up to your house and there's parking there and everything else, isn't it? Because usually places like this, it's difficult for parking and the rest of it, but you're quite lucky with that, aren't you? You're quite lucky that you've got places around you, easy access to it. So let's move on a little bit. I just wanted to show, so this is the view from your terrace, basically the view that we're looking at almost now behind you. Let me just see what else. I love this photograph that you sent. So has the bike actually arrived? Have you got any motorbikes there yet, or have you just brought the gloves and the helmet?
It's coming with the household goods, and they're going to deliver it straight away here. We went to the motorcycle shop in Pescara the other day. I got a new helmet for Father's Day and some gloves from Vivi and a brand new battery. They wouldn't allow us to ship the battery. I had to drain the fuel out of the vehicle or the bike. And then so when they get it here, I got myself a little gas can already from the Obi in Pescara. So I'm ready with the gas and firing it up. So you're going to hear me. You're going to hear me coming, Dave.
We'll hear you from Palombaro, definitely. So you've also got a balcony on the house as well. This is outside your living room, is it?
Right outside the kitchen, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right. So your balcony as well as the big terrace at the top. I'll let you explain sort of because you've not done any work in there yet, have you? Other than sort of clean around and just bring your things in there. Do you want to describe to everybody how? I've only got a couple of photographs, but if you want to describe the house to people to give them an idea. Oh, sorry, there's this picture. This just meant that you're home to me when you sent these photographs. So this is definitely somebody that's saying
there are wildflowers everywhere. I had to just stop and pick some.
They lasted almost a week. It was amazing.
Brilliant. So do you want to describe your house a little bit?
Okay, so yeah, you can see the main entrance there. You come in through the front door. That's where the photograph of Vivi was taken. And you make a right and you come through this entrance into the living area here. And then as you come up one step, you come into a small little dining room area. I believe that I sent you a photo of that.
Yeah, I've got the kitchen first.
And then
the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen was pretty much turnkey. The stove, we asked that they leave the stove.
Yep.
The refrigerator and the other stuff, we of course went to IKEA, and I've spent this last week hanging racks and shower fixtures and basically just doing everything, all of the little things that we wanted to do.
Skylight there has so much light in it. I keep trying to turn the light off.
Right, yeah,
thinking that I've left the kitchen light off.
That's all natural light coming from the skylight.
I forgot that was a skylight. I was thinking that myself.
Yeah, that's all natural light.
So that is up onto the terrace then, is it? Where you
Yep, it's right in front of us here where we're sitting right now. Yep.
Superb.
And that's the stairwell at the back.
Yep.
It goes up to the roof terrace.
Superb. So this is your. I'll let you carry on.
So yeah, the bedroom, of course. We went to IKEA just for camping. We got the beautiful mattress and topper. We went there the other day and bought the full wardrobe, which will go in that big long wall there.
Yep.
They're going to deliver that on Sunday. And then a big TV and a little electric fireplace on the wall at the other end of the bed. Tomorrow, we're picking up the frame. And then you can see the entrance to the bathroom. This is also really nice because there's actually two entrances into the bathroom. One at the other end of the kitchen down a hallway. And that's kind of an entrance to where people can use the baño without having to actually go through our bedroom.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because I thought it was quite strange, that corridor to start with, what you're talking about. But as you say, it's a brilliant idea because people don't have to walk through your bedroom, obviously, and it's a completely different way into the bathroom, isn't it? So,
Yep.
and these rooms, they are huge. The other room as well, going back to this photograph, which is your living area. I mean, they're big rooms, aren't they? These you're gonna.
Yeah, that's better than 30 feet long.
Yeah.
By like
No, I don't think it's
15
30.
feet wide there. The windows are all double pane Dave, and you can see the heating system. There's two different things. We have an actual radiator system that's in the window closest to the door, and then two small gas units that plug in electrically with fans. Now, Francesco, he's assured me that those two smaller units, the electric ones that just run on a fan hooked up to the gas, work very, very well. He says, as a matter of fact, they never even have to use the radiator system in the wintertime to heat the home.
Superb. So then you've got, sorry, before I move from that picture, you've gone back out of the door at the end, you turn right, and you've got what's going to be sort of an independent type unit that you're going to have in there. Then you have that's a bedroom and a bathroom. Are you going to keep it like that?
Yep, we plan to make that into a spare bedroom / guest house, and that whole other area at the end. You had some questions, and we did too, regarding how the water. So that indeed was a separate apartment. And after talking with Francesco, the geometer, he's told us that it's easy to tap in to the main water line outside the door. And we simply have to add an additional water meter. So we'll have 2 water meters, and we'll have 2 gas meters. The electricity is already hooked up in there, connected to to the main house.
But no, it's a great idea, because that also has its own entrance as well, doesn't it? That side of it. So this photograph then that you sent, I was trying to work out where this is, and I'm lost.
That's the small area right outside the kitchen.
Oh right. Oh okay. Yeah.
It's like a little breakfast nook.
Yeah.
And the door to the balcony is where the light's coming in.
Yes, I remember now.
And then to the right is the bedroom door. To the left goes into that big living area. That's where the photograph was taken from.
Yeah. And then you've got the coolest bathroom. I mean, these colors, you just can't beat these colors. The green bathroom is just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
But look at the size. I mean, I love
the size of the bathroom.
It's a massive bathroom.
And it's longer than that, isn't it? Because the sort of behind as well.
Yeah, because the bathtub, you can't even see the bathtub.
Yeah. But I was saying to Silvana today, because obviously when I came to see the house, it had not been lived in for a while. But it's amazing that now it looks, especially from this photograph, it just looks like somebody's loving it again, and somebody's and I think it's brilliant, because I do think sometimes people will buy properties and stress out about getting everything perfect before they come over, and so whereas you guys, like lots of other people as well, have just got in there and just thought, no, we're gonna make this work, and it all looks fantastic. It looks completely different to when I went in. It's absolutely, and you've got to keep that green bathroom suite. You've got to.
It's actually been a very limited amount of work to get it to the point where it's at, and honestly, the expenses have been very low. I think our biggest will probably be to renovate the bathroom and the other room at the other end of the house, which will become the guest house. So the house does have 2 fireplaces. The first one, which is operable down in the guest room. The second one had been covered up in the kitchen, but by speaking with Francesco, he said the only thing that fireplace needs is a new sleeve. I guess they put a metal sleeve in the chimney, because when his mom was using it before, it would fill up the house with smoke. So we've added that to the list of projects, and then we're going to get a mason to come in and do a new fireplace and everything. So we'll actually have 2 fireplaces and 1 in the kitchen.
Excellent. So moving on to the next, and we spoke about the fresh water, and you sent me this photograph, which let me show everybody this. So this is the famous Fiume Verde, or the Green River, which sounds gross actually, considering it goes into the pasta factory, but it's not the water that's green, is it? I mean, but it is amazing down there, isn't it?
It really is beautiful.
Yeah, it just takes my breath away every time. We hiked down there from here. From the house downhill, it took us about 5 minutes to walk down. The beautiful thing is, as we see it here, I don't know if you can hear it, but all I'm hearing is birds, some church bells, and we can hear the constant rush of the water that comes out of the chute down there. So I wake up in the morning to the sound of running water and go to sleep at night to the sound of the beautiful running water coming through again, it's like a dream.
I can tell you both just full of it, which is absolutely fantastic. And then you sent this. This is one of the best. I don't know which one of you took this. For me, this is one of the best photographs of Faro San Martino. This is fantastic. This one, great picture. I'm presuming. So what time of day was this?
That was the first morning we woke up in the place. Our first night here. That was the sunrise.
Brilliant. Absolutely.
From our bedroom window. From our bedroom window.
And I know
actually we had to stay in the hotel. So we stayed the first night in the hotel down here at the bottom of the hill, across from the DiCecco pasta factory.
Oh, yeah, the Carmelengo. Yeah.
We opened our eyes up and saw the golden sunrise and it was just,
I remember when we stayed in that hotel, we'd never been to Faro San Martino before, and we arrived there quite late and had no idea that the mountains were there, and it was dark and you couldn't really see them. I think the weather was bad as well. I think when we got there, and the following morning, lifting the shutters up and seeing that, it is jaw dropping, isn't it?
Breathtaking.
It's so majestic. Yeah.
And it's great to see, as I say, first thing in the morning. I know lots of people like to see the sunset, but the sunrise here, and with the way it lights the mountains up, it happens the same around our side of the mountain. And in the very, very few times that I'm awake, sort of very early in the morning, you just see that the sun hit the tips of the mountain and gradually come down. It's magical, isn't it? Absolutely magical. Yep. So obviously you've been here now for how long you been out here?
10 days now.
10 days. So how do you feel? I know it must all, and I know the text you send me, you just seem absolutely full of it. Are there any nerves? Are there any, not regrets, but any, I wish it was this or I wish it was that? How are you both feeling now after 10 days?
No, zero regrets. Yeah. We're rather adventurous people. Obviously, to leave a life of more than 50 years in one place in Guam was a little bit nerve-wracking, but we're very adventurous. And, in order to achieve things, sometimes you just have to step outside your comfort zone. We did exactly that. We pulled the plug looking for a new home in Italy. And when we showed up here, we just got at it. And I have to say, I lived in Guam in one house for 35 years, and we barely knew our neighbors. We've met all of our neighbors around here. In the mornings, it's, buongiorno from everybody. Everybody is so friendly. They show up with welcome drinks, and we went over and, like I said, we went to Nicole and Carmen's house last night and had some aperitivo and some drinks and got to know them. Of course, they knew us through my Facebook page, the B Man, and so forth. So that was really nice. And we went up last weekend? We went to the Wolf Festival, and we ran into Domenico. And Claudio. Claudio was there, and he was cooking a rostaccini. And I literally had been out of the car for about 3 minutes, and Mike and his wife Deborah, who are renting long term here, walked up and said, "Hey, you're the B Man." And I was kind of dumbfounded. And not 5 minutes later, another Italian gentleman came up and gave me a big old hug and a kiss on both cheeks and says, the B Man is finally here. And I was just so very, very, very welcoming. The warmth is just amazing. It's a total different vibe than living in America.
Yeah, obviously this photograph. So this is in Palombara, the fest that you came to, and Faro San Martino is just at the back of your head, basically, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
and I it's terrible to say because I live in Palambaro, completely forgot that this festa was on, and booked something else. But it is one of the most famous festas. It's one of the oldest festas in Abruzzo as well. There's only 2 towns, Palambaro and Pretoro, that do this reenactment, as they say, and it's all about it has got a religious side to it, and then everybody just sits and has a few drinks and everything else. So did you stay there all afternoon, or?
Well, we went there with Rob and Bridget.
Yeah.
We met them at their beautiful new home.
Were you on the tour with them? I can't remember if you were.
Yeah, they were on the tour with us. That's how we met Rob. We sat in the back of the bus together, and we just hit it off. They're just such great, wonderful people. Me and Rob both share the same, how should I say, sense of humor. And I tell you what, it took me and him. Well, it took me and him about 5 minutes to figure out if we stood by the barbecue grill where Claudia was cooking that we were eating endless arrosticini and sausage, and it was drinking beer, and yeah, it was amazing. So learning the little tricks.
So you met lots of people that have bought there, and some from the tour, as you say, and others that and you will meet many more as well. I keep threatening to do this Facebook page that I've promised myself I'm going to do it by the end of this week for people to get to know everybody. And I know some people say, I don't want to get to know other Brits or other Americans or other Canadians or whatever it is, but I can understand that to a certain extent. But I think the great thing is the people, the foreigners that buy, that includes me, includes you and everybody else, have such a great respect for Italy, and the Italians have great respect for us as well, as much as we do for them. And it does create a nice community, doesn't it? Even with your own folk, as well as mingling. Because I find, I went to Spain years ago, and I found the Brits tend to keep themselves to themselves, and the Spanish kept themselves to themselves because of possibly the way the Brits were. And whereas it's different here, isn't it? The Italians are so welcoming, and it is everybody. Everybody has the same story,
yes.
and it's that
very welcoming.
It's that for me that makes, obviously it's an amazing place. We can show photographs like this all day to say it's an incredible place, but until you're here and living the life, would you agree to say that it's not all about the amazing place, it's about the people just as much?
I would have to say definitely the people are I mean, not that I can knock the $1 million view, but yeah, the people are so welcoming and warm. I think that when you go from a place where everybody speaks English and so forth to a foreign country, that there's a bit of sense of security to have that expat community around you. And again, last night with Carmen and his wife, wonderful people, we were able to hold a dialogue, and they've been here for over 2 years now. Now they bought their home from you as well. Yeah. And they're of course still singing your praises, and we're able to draw upon their 2 years of experience here to be able to help us along in many things. So I think that's a valuable resource.
Definitely.
You can learn from the Italian people as well. Yeah. But
Now, sometimes especially when you're first here, you do need that. You do need that bit of support, and it does help if it's somebody that speaks fluently the same language. It just helps ease you in, doesn't it? So for those people who are sat thinking, "Oh, I'd love to have a place in Italy, I'd love to do what they're doing," and what would your? I know it's easy to say just do it, but what would your real advice be to people that's thinking about doing what you've done?
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
I would say, number one, sign up for a home in Italy. Number two, come and take a tour, and let Dave and his amazing team, his amazing wife, and everybody who is involved in it to help you to achieve that goal. I can't say enough about your lovely wife, Savannah, and she arranged when we got here. The power was on, the gas was on, we even walked up to the commune up here and went to get our recycling bins. And when we walked in the door, the two ladies were like, Dennis and Vivian, we've been waiting for you. It's so nice to meet you. So even that was all set up. I mean, yeah. So you guys really, really, really made the process far easier than we ever imagined in our wildest dreams. Yep.
Kind of you to say, and that's kind of you to say. And in terms of, I know you said you've got no regrets, but if you were, how do you feel like it's going to change your life? What would be something, if somebody said to you, what's the best thing so far about the whole thing? What would it be?
The smile on her face every day.
I mean,
what a nice thing to say, Dennis.
Living the dream for me. This really is a dream for me. And
right.
The goal was to be able to explore more of Europe, let alone Italy. But we can do that now. And it is going out of your comfort zone for sure. But the tour really did help to confirm that this is the area that we wanted to be in. And after that, we made up our minds we're going to do it, and we just went home and started work on it.
Not to say there hasn't been challenges already. For instance, we ordered about a week ago Starlink Italy.
Right.
It was shipped originally from Germany, and of course it came within 3 days, and we were, I think, in Pescara maybe, so they missed the delivery. So the package went back to Pescara. And then we went down and talked to the nice gentleman, Marco, in Casale at the DHL office. And he tracked the package and found out it was here. And then we missed it again. I guess they tried to deliver it again the other day we were in here. So last night we got on the translator. We made a big sign and put it on the door and said, if we're not here, please go to apartment number 21 up the steps to the right. And that's Francesco and his wife's apartment. They live there with their daughter. And today they came the third time when we were out, and his daughter texts me and says, I got your package. So the Starlink arrived today. And that whole thing was in Germany. So Bjorn, who's another gentleman who bought the infamous cat house, him and his girlfriend were here this last week. Amazing people. Yeah. And he came. If you're watching, Bjorn, thanks for coming and helping me to carry the washing machine up the steps. So
that was huge.
Yeah, huge help. And everybody's been so great. So
Super.
What a great family here.
Super. And that's what it is, isn't it? It's a community, it's a family, and that's the great thing. And I do want to quickly go back to what you said, Dennis, that the best thing is seeing the smile on Viv's face every day, because he deserves a bit of credit for that. I think that was a cool line. That good one. Nice one. I'm gonna use that when I go downstairs now to Sylvana.
Happy wife, happy life.
I'm just gonna blurt that out when I get downstairs. I'll text you and let you know.
Yeah, incredible. It's been great so far.
Are we done?
I don't know what's happened.
No.
He's disappeared.
Nice hat, Tony.
Hey, do you like it? See? The Bee-Man hat.
I do.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Are you having any? Are you still thinking of that sort of importing bees, or?
Well, yeah, we have the equipment is coming. I've spoke with the neighbors already, and right up here on the roof of the laundry room, they'll go. So as soon as the equipment gets here, there's an apiary up actually in Palambaro near Dave. I'll go and get the bees and bring them here, and then put them there and get them going. So there's also a lot of
You go to a place Tornorecchio. There's that's a big bee honey place. It's not far from you.
Tony, you've taken over. What are you trying to do?
Ironically, Tony, the honeybees in Guam all came from Abruzzo. Believe it or not.
Did they?
True story. Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, sorry about that. I don't know what happened to me there. I'm sorry that everybody's had to put up with Tony. I'll bring him back on. I suppose he deserves a bit of credit. Well done, Tone, for taking care of things.
No, it's all right.
I bet it was you that pressed the button to get rid of those.
I've not touched anything.
You've always wanted to take over the
Well,
show.
you've
I
got-
know you have.
It's like NASA in your bloody bedroom, isn't it? There,
In my bedroom. This is not my bedroom.
your office. You sleep all there, don't you?
I may as well do, yeah. Anyway, I'm bringing you back on shortly, Tom. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I don't know what on earth happened. I just seemed to disappear, but there you go. So, from my end, just when you said happy wife, happy life, then everything cut off. So that was either Silvana doing something with the electric. So we'll see. Anyway, okay. Will you hang on just for a short while we bring Domenico on, and we may as well do the last of the tongue twisting. Oh, there it is. I knew he was going to press that button. Are you okay to hold on just for a little bit? Then we'll say goodbye to you after this. Yep. Okay. Well,
We're here.
Let's bring Tony back on. Here he is, and let's bring Domenico on. Buonasera.
Ciao.
Buonasera, Domenico.
Ciao.
Ti ricordi loro, Domenico?
Yes, al tour.
So it was just I just asked him if he remembered. He said yes, on the tour. So there you go. He does remember. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering what's going off now, this is the last part of Domenico and Tony's tongue twisting trials. Tony, are you going to do yours one more time in Italian?
One more time.
One more time, Tony, and then I will send it to Domenico as well, so he can do it in his best English. Okay, Tony.
Okay.
Go.
Io ho paura di tutto, di quello che sono, di quello che faccio, di quello che dico e soprattutto ho paura che se ne vado di questa stanza non proverò mai più quello che sto provando adesso che sono qui con te.
Well done, Tone. Pretty
Bravo,
good.
Ton.
Pretty
Okay.
good. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Good, Ton.
And now is for Domenico's best English, and then everybody has now got to guess the film after Domenico's English. Okay, sei pronto?
Yes. Vado.
Vai.
I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of what I saw. I'm scared of what I did. Of you I am. And most of I'm scared of walking out of this room and never feeling the rest of my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you.
Bravo.
Yeah, bravo. Well done, Dom.
Bravo. Bravo. See if
Thank you.
anybody gets it tonight, or is Dave going to go 2-0 up? Let's just have a quick look. Oh, somebody else got it. Who's got that?
Oh, yeah.
It's Sue. It's Sue Osborne.
Oh.
Sue, who was Sue on your tour? I don't know if Sue was on your tour.
Hey,
Because I press it, and then you press it, and then I press it, and you press it. You're not supposed to touch the buttons if I'm pressing them. Well done, Sue. Sue's got a fantastic place in Popoli, and Kurt also got it. He was a little bit behind Sue. I don't think we've got anybody on Facebook. Did you see when I said, Tony, that if I can't see anybody from Facebook on tonight, I don't know if
I
there's
can't
anybody.
actually know.
It's a bit strange. I don't know if anybody on
No.
Facebook is on or not. But yes, Sue, did you see, Tom, when I was saying earlier that I listened to last week because somebody said we should have some chick flicks. So that was the hint, you see.
Oh,
You didn't
right.
get it, did you?
No, I know. I don't watch chick flicks. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I watch, Notting Hill. I love Notting Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one too.
Yeah, so that's the only one I watch.
Thanks for that.
That was a chick flick, Tone.
It was definitely a chick flick. So you do watch chick flicks, Tom.
Well, I don't know what they are.
It's Chick Flick Town from Palambaro. That's what we now. That's your new name. That's your new name. Okay, well done to Sue Osborne. It doesn't look like anybody's on Facebook. I don't know what's happened on there, but there you go. Okay, so Tony, thank you very much. Useless as usual. Domenico,
Yes.
grazie tanto. Ci sentiamo domani.
Yes.
Arrivederci, buona serata.
Ciao.
Okay, guys. What's this? Finally, a chick flick. Somebody wrote on there. Okay, so what was it? We've sold or are selling all of the equipment from our small and fully another when we get to Italy. So that's Lisa Haymaker. Because you want to do that, Dennis, as well, don't you? Do you want to get your hands back into the bee thing?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. As soon as my stuff gets here on the 20th, we'll make our way to the beekeeper up there in Palambaro Bayou, and we'll get the bees and bring them here. By this time next year, you'll be getting my honey in the square.
I must say that your honey from Guam, I do miss it. Part of me wants you to go back there just so you can bring some back. I think that's been a bit selfish, I know, but it was fun. Your honey, because I love honey, but your honey from Guam is something special. If you can recreate that here, then amazing. That would be fantastic.
Well, to add a little plug, we do, and we will be putting together. I'm working on the final touches of the 3-month traveling video. It's about a 30-minute episode of the Bee Man Goes to Italy on YouTube. So check it out. A Bee Man Goes to Italy. Hit like and share, and you can watch the adventures of the Bee Man and his lovely wife Vivian in beautiful Abruzzo.
Nicely done, that, Dennis. That's the only reason why you agreed to do this, wasn't it? Just so you could just plug your YouTube channel at the end of it.
Like and share. Yeah.
We'll give it a plug ourselves as well. We'll come and do a video and that we'll put on our channel. We'll definitely give you a plug because it's good. It's great stuff that you do as well. Some of the things that you did in Guam that I'd seen on your Facebook and what have you, it was very, very, very important work that you did as well. So yeah, always worth a plug. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving up your time. Looks terrible the fact that you sat out on your roof terrace and you've got an aperitivo in hand. So I know it's hard work, but no, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And
buonanotte, everybody.
We'll get to see you. We'll get to see you really soon, I'm sure. So as soon as we get a spare minute in our lives, then I'm sure we'll get together soon.
I'll come take you for a ride on the Harley.
I'm not sure about that. If I can drive, then I might do it. Can't imagine me. I'll tell you a story about me on my son's 50cc bike. I'll tell you next time we're together. I think me on a Harley, that would be the end of me, definitely. But there you go. Always up for a challenge.
I'll let Viv take you for a ride.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. Take care. We'll see you really soon.
Okay. Ciao.
Bye. Okay, well, there you go. What a great couple. What a fantastic couple they are. And another great Meet the Home Buyers. I hope you enjoyed that one. I know that's 2 now we've done in the row in Faro San Martino. We've got a few people it's getting people, because of the time differences and the different time zones where people are. It's quite difficult to try and sort these out with people that have bought in all the other areas that we sold it. But we are going to get some areas back over the Sulmona side and that way as well. Hopefully over the next few weeks. So it's going to be Meet the Home Buyers. We are going to do every month and hopefully maybe twice a month. But hope you enjoyed that one. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And it's great to see and to hear people. I don't know if you've noticed, telling you the same things time and time again. And that's about the people, about these incredible people that live, not just in Italy, but I'm going to get big up even more the people that live in these areas of Abruzzo, in the smaller towns and villages. And they are just incredible, incredible people. And it's that changes your life more than anything. This place is amazing. You feel like you're on holiday constantly. There's so many things that you can do, but it is the getting to know the people. And also people from our own countries. Everybody changes. Everybody gets into the rhythm of life here in Italy. And you'll only know what I'm talking about when you're on the other end of this camera and talking and telling me what people are like here, because it's something that you can't explain. You've got to be part of it. And being part of something special like this is incredible, and that's why I've got the passion that I've got, because it's just amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, guys, thank you so much once again for joining us, and thank you for all your support as usual. Hopefully, we'll see you on Patreon. please keep liking and subscribing and writing and sharing and everything for the video channels. We really, really appreciate all of that as well. And we will see you next Wednesday at the same time. Can't remember what it is that we're doing. Oh, Lama Law is there. Lama Law is back in a week, so we'll definitely be here and have a catch up with her as well. So that's over in Lama di Peligna. But yes, thank you so much. Next week, I think it's an Abruzzo one that we're doing next week. I'll have a look and do the advertising a little bit earlier than what I did this time, which I only started 2 hours ago, which is not the thing to do. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again next week. Have a fantastic week and a fantastic weekend. See you soon.